I'm going to take a second shot at this video. First one didn't go very well. First off, I'll post a link to a dendrophilian video that a couple of weeks ago. It's a pretty good one on the absence of free will, or the word determinism, which Nick is basically talking, but he won't use that word. Well, whatever. I don't even know how to respond to Nick, because I don't know the full implications of what he is attempting to interject into the conversation. Conversation is about the assessment of values, judgments about value. Is the universe innately rational? That's one of the parts of this question. The sub-question would be, okay, this layer of universal substance called living matter and conscious matter. What's the significance of it? Is it running a deficit? Is it producing some thing, some qualitative, experiential, whatever that essentially justifies the obvious payment that's being extracted for its existence, the obvious idea that there would appear to be a negative that is being paid for this positive that we perceive to exist in existence itself. And I would define those as ambiguously suffering on one side and our pleasures on the other side. And in this conversation, I am attempting to describe that our pleasures are all contrived by a DNA molecule, that they're all part of an illusion of addiction, and that's basically the trap that consciousness is in, and that for all its thinking, it's accomplishing something by intellectualizing the universe. The real game is in what we feel, not what we think. That's where the pluses and the minuses are added up, is in our qualitative experience, which is basically built out of sensations and conceptions that don't necessarily have to be intelligent whatsoever. So anyway, but that's where, I'm attempting. I mean, my problem with Nick, he says I mischaracterize him and all this. I didn't. I said what you're doing is injecting determinism into this conversation where it doesn't really belong, because determinism is not going to define or describe or explain values. And if you're going to say that determinism or the billiard ball or the reductionism, when you reduce it all to its whatever the universe is made out of, its quanta, and the fact that quanta is just doing its thing, and it will do it as it has done it, and that therefore all conversation about value is irrelevant, well then fuck you, I'm going to argue with that. So just say that directly and I'll argue with that directly. But I just don't see how, the titles of the video is pretty clear. We know all that we need to know, and it's about whether we have acquired enough information as arrangements of billiard balls that they're capable of logic, and when the arrangements, we obviously become machines, we become closed devices that interact with the universe through very specific sense organs and mechanisms. Matter gets sophisticated, and we're a sophisticated arrangement of matter. But for us to function, we have to have these interactions, and we have to distill through time ideas and understandings, and it changes the disposition of this thing we call a consciousness and an intellect and a mindset, or whatever you want to call it. That will change over time as we change the perspective and the memes, as we do define words and describe reality. And that's what I was in an effort to do, and I just don't know where your effort to reduce the conversation one step lower was any better than what Matt is attempting to do. I mean, how is somebody scraping the paint on a car and telling me, well, I can't decide whether it's a car yet because I can't analyze this paint, any worse than somebody telling me it all doesn't mean anything, you know, because now we don't know the molecular content, or you know, it's all just molecules, so it doesn't matter whether it's a car or not. Whatever. I just don't see I just didn't see the point. I just don't see how you're throwing these billiard balls into the game makes a discussion about values more coherent. Or I don't see how it was an asset or a help at all. So I don't think I mischaracterized what you said, and I don't think I perverted you or any of that other crap. And I'm really sick of it. I'm getting sick of that accusation. Because it's you fuckers who keep doing that shit. It's those fuckers out there that keep doing that shit, who keep perverting what I'm saying into something else. So just fucking quote me. If you have a problem with something I say, fucking quote me, damn it. Alright? Because then I can fucking argue, and then I can point out, well, yeah, okay, you took that quote completely out of context, you motherfucker, so we can see where your angle is. We can see what your intent is. Alright? But I didn't fuck with what you said at all. What you said was pretty much... I'm sorry, yeah, what you said was so distant from the subject of the conversation that it sounded like a foreign language. It just sounded like complete nonsense was injected to a values discussion. How the fuck does your billiard ball bullshit have something to do with a discussion about meaning and value? So if you're going to say there's no meaning and there's no value, that consciousness is not a relevant or meaningful or significant arrangement of matter, our billiard balls, well then let's have that discussion, because yeah, I'll argue that nonsense. Alright? But fuck you telling me that I fucked with your words, or fucked with your intent, or fucked with what you said. And fuck Greatex, and fuck all you bastards who play that game. It's just such an easy accusation to make. Well, back it up with fucking something. I used the word determinism and when I said that's what you've injected, and that's exactly what you fucking injected, right? What else did you inject? So anyway, this video didn't go better than the last one. So yeah, I'm just gonna you know, whatever. What I'm talking about, what me and Matt are talking about, is values. And values are based on, obviously, you have more value for an intelligent decision than an intelligent creation than you have value for a dumb invention. Okay, so I mean, certainly you're going to find more value in a well-prepared meal than fucking a 5-year-old's mud pie. Okay, they have a different qualitative meaning. And so if the universe is just a mud pie made by a moron, okay, it's a significant motherfucking fact. And it's one that we've now got to figure out some way. We've got to spread the meme throughout the human community that, red alert, we're in crazy land, and so we've got to be really careful not to be fucked by that. And there's a bunch of idiotic billiard balls bouncing around in here with a lot of bad noise, and we've got to clean the noise out. We've got to reprogram each other. Okay, we've got, but we have to play our role in that. I mean, I know it's deterministic. Knowing that what the words that just came out of my mouth were inevitable 10 trillion years ago doesn't mean anything as a practical matter. I still have to fucking say the motherfucking words. I still have to go through my intelligence and my emotions and my being, and it still has to be projected as if it means something, because this conversation has to happen, and the only way I can spread the memes is by arguing the memes and articulating the memes. And if I just sit back and say, well, the billiard balls will take care of it, well, no, they fucking won't. They have to take care of it through me. I'm part of the machine that makes it happen. Alright, maybe, whatever. But the point is I have to feel compelled. I have to play my role. And so whatever, fuck you. And that's the role I was playing, with 7 parts of videos about values, and then you just throw in your whatever it was, this I don't know, this useless to the conversation bullshit. So I'm sorry you feel abused, but I don't think I fucking abused what you goddamn did.